Man, we live. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, we live, bro.
Missing one of our comrades, but
Yeah. Shouts out to Kendrick. He couldn't do the show tonight. Um, but I'm sharing. I always like to share.
yeah, let me do that real quick too. Yeah. We good.
Welcome to episode 11, bro. We had episode 11 already, dog.
Man, it's crazy, ain't it? These Thursdays come quick.
It's crazy, bro. Welcome to episode 11. I'm one of your co-hosts of the Fat Dudes podcast. I'm Don Dada. I'll let my nephew introduce himself.
Man, I'm Bubba Terrain, one and only.
Yeah. We're missing Kendrick tonight. He had something come up, so he couldn't do the show. Shouts out to Kendrick.
Yep.
Um, but the show must go on. Um, I guess. I mean, it was a crazy week
Yep.
in sports this week. Starting, I mean, we can start with. Let's go ahead and get to, you know, the elephant in the room, I guess, and kind of go to uh the Super Bowl. It's still hard to digest that Super Bowl, bro. Like, so much crazy things happened. The McCaffrey fumble, the Mahomes interception. It was very uncharacteristic of both teams. Um, it When I went back and rewatched it a couple times, it wasn't a really good watch like I thought it was when I first watched it, bro. It was a lot of miscues. Both defenses played pretty well. Patrick Mahomes exposed the secondary a few times, with them giving up their coverages early. Overall, I thought the last time we played him in the Super Bowl was kind of boring until the end. Patrick Mahomes made a few plays, but our defense, for the most part, the first time we made that an ugly game.
Right.
Um, but I think into uh, we got into areas where we wasn't trying to force feed McCaffrey. We were playing like we were holding him back as far as like he had a game the next week when we could have just rode him out. I think if we ride him out, and I seen some plays like we had a third and fourth play where uh Shanahan's yelling throw the ball to McCaffrey and he's wide open and they called that blitz that we talked about.
Right.
But if
Right.
he looks the other way, he has McCaffrey wide open in a one-on-one situation. I'm not down talking Brock Purdy. I thought Brock Purdy played as good as anybody.
Great
Um,
game. He
yeah, I
played a
mean
great
he
game.
played a real good game. He probably played the best. I would say McCaffrey maybe if he didn't have that fumble. I don't really blame him for that fumble because it was like a dude grabbed him on one side and then another dude came and hit. He couldn't tuck it. He was trying to tuck it. I mean, the fumble goes on him, but for the most part, them two really. I was disappointed in Debo, and I was disappointed that Kittle wasn't more involved
Involved.
in the
Yep.
in the in the in the game strategy. They had
What
him blocking a lot. They
what
had
he
him work
finished with? One catch.
one catch.
Yep.
Um,
That was on
they
the fourth
tried
down.
that. Like, I think Shanahan, since he's had McCaffrey, I think that he's went away from showcasing Debo more. and I know Debo was hurt, but McCaffrey's gonna get his. He's got to do a better job of getting Debo involved because Debo's is just the biggest playmaker. Like when I haven't seen them both have a game where they both was going.
Right.
Debo's biggest game this year was against Philly. He proved that he's still a top 10, top 15 player in this league with the ball in his hands. But we never had a game where both of them had a touchdown or both of them had a really good game. And I think it goes back to play calling. Like it seems like it's either heavy McCaffrey or heavy Debo, and he needs to find a good mixture of both moving forward within this offense. I was shocked that we fired Wilkes, even though Wilkes, I mean, they hired him knowing that he doesn't run the defense that, um, you know,
Y'all done had two
D'Amico.
juggernaut defensive coordinators, now head
Yeah, I
coaches.
mean, we lost two. We lost two excellent. Shala is it Shala? I always
Yes,
forget his name.
Solemn.
Yeah, he's tough. He was always he built the staple, and what's crazy is that he built the staple, and then D'Amico followed his lead,
Mm-hmm.
and then Wilkes did good though. Wilkes,
Yeah.
I mean, I, I'm shocked that they fired him because I didn't even know that was on the table. I think maybe if we would have lost one of them earlier playoff games, they would have probably blamed the defense, and he might have got canned. But Wilkes had a really good year. I mean, we was a top 5 defense in the league, and you get fired, and you wonder is it the color of his skin that got him
Man,
fired, or
it
I
make you
mean, I'm
think
I'm
that.
shocked today this morning. Waking up to ESPN, it was a lot of upset, former players that he got fired, but it's his third time being fired from somewhere. Arizona let him go.
Mm-hmm.
He did a real good job as interim coach
The
with
Panthers.
Panthers.
I'm
The
shocked they
Panthers let
fired.
him go. The
Mm-hmm.
Panthers let him go, and then and then they hired oh boy, they just
Yeah,
fired
they
after
fired
one
him. Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So I hate it for Wilkes because Wilkes is a good D coordinator. Like he's gonna make and hopefully he gets a shot at being a head coach soon. But it sucks that he got fired this late in the process because he he most certainly probably won't get an NFL job this coming up year.
Yeah.
Um, all the jobs are filled. So um, I hate it for Wilkes because I wasn't never it was never in my mind as a 49er fan that we might fire our defensive coordinator, but it happened. So and Mahomes was Mahomes. Like
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
take nothing away from Mahomes. He was Mahomes. He was the Mahomes that I thought he would be down the stretch. And in that game, you know, I talked about the second and third down calls. We gotta be in 4 down mode down there. You can't leave nothing on the table for Mahomes to do what he did.
Man,
You
you
know,
can't.
you
You
gotta
can't.
put it on his shoulders to where he gotta go score a touchdown,
Yeah.
or he gotta go drive 96 yards on y'all. I mean, or he's starting his drive at the 4. I'd rather him start at the 4 and have to go get a field goal than him start, we getting the field goal and all he got to do is go score a touchdown because he knows what he got to do, and more than 90% of the time he's gonna do it.
Right. That's
I
true.
don't like the mods. I don't want our game to. And the craziest thing about the Super Bowl is that I realize that a lot of people don't even watch football, bro. They be talking shit, bro. They be just talking shit. Like that was a good game. Like you just take your
Nah, that
hat
was
off to
yeah.
the Chiefs and say, I mean, I know it's gonna be some shit talking going on, but the 49ers played good enough to win that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last time the offense was on the field, they was leading the game. So like it wasn't like we went to the Super Bowl and got embarrassed. We just got beat. You
Yeah.
gotta get that right. Shanahan's got a he took a lot of criticism this week that I don't think he should have because for one, he's lost three Super Bowls, but you lost Super Bowls to Brady and Mahomes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
That's true.
I mean, you just got to take your hat off and say, okay, I'm gonna be better next time. But I'm going against two of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
Not making excuses for the 49ers. He did some things during that game that I really didn't approve of. But at the same time, you got to realize that ain't no regular quarterbacks you going against. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying?
You're
Like
going against top in the
every
league.
time you went there, you going against all time greats. Not just top in the league. You going against all time greats. So um, I think Shanahan will get it. His dad lost a few Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And then he come back and went back to back. Um, I think Shanahan will figure it out. Our team is pretty young. Kittles is getting up there in age, but he's not as old as Kelsey.
Right.
Kittles is just hitting 30. Debo's 27, 28. I like Jennings a whole lot.
Yeah.
He's
Jennings been
under
going crazy.
contract.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably franchise Ayuk if we don't get a deal done. We'll keep that in our back pocket. Our defense, what we're losing, everybody's back, bro. Like everybody's back. That we don't have nobody that really concerns me, but maybe Ayuk. And I wouldn't doubt if Kansas City don't throw a bag at Ayuk. Ayuk's a damn good receiver, bro. He runs good.
He's very underrated. Should have
Yeah,
been a
he
Pro
runs.
Bowler this year.
Yeah, he runs good routes. He blocks. He's physical. I mean, I hope he stays in San Francisco. But I mean, we've got 12 draft picks. If we lose him, I don't know if they might not have it in the plans to pay him. But he's going to play at least 5 to 7 more years, and he's just hitting his prime. So I'd like him to stay a 49er.
Yeah.
Um, Besides that, you know, Kansas City defense was more bend that don't break.
Yeah, they
You know,
was. I
they
agree
was
with
more
that. I
bend.
like that.
And Larry Abram asked, "What do you think we are missing, bro, to get over the top?" I'm gonna say our right side of a line got exposed towards the end of the year. We got to clear that up. I'm pretty sure we'll go uh, offensive guard, maybe offensive tackle in the draft. Um, to specify that. But I just think it's just making plays at the right time. I think that's the biggest thing is that you got the guys. You got a top three tight end.
Yeah.
Debo and McCaffrey is two of the top 10 guys in the league with the ball in their hands. And Jennings is turning out to be. I wouldn't put him up there as a top receiver, but I'd say as a possession receiver and on third down,
Yeah, he nasty
he's
on
he
third down.
he he's pretty big for us. And Ayuk, I mean, honestly, sometimes you think it might not be enough balls for everybody. It might
True.
not be enough because I mean, it seems like every game you see a guy that doesn't like. I think Ayuk had maybe 6 targets. I
Your
mean,
three
you got to get
catches.
him. Yeah, you got to get him 10 targets at least going into that game.
At least.
And then the defense is at the linebacker spot is one of their weaknesses. So it's one of them things that it's an easy fix. I mean, you after the Super Bowl, the 49ers had the highest uh the Vegas put them as the best
Yep.
odds to make it back to the Super Bowl. Like
Plus
it
five
ain't
hundred.
they ain't no I mean they ain't no bum ass team. Like I mean when I compare them to other teams like on paper who do you put that's above them? Like just being real, not just being a 49er fan. Even if I wasn't a 49er fan, I would say
Probably
they
just
have the
Kansas
best
City.
they have the best roster in football. I don't think if Patrick Mahomes had our weapons, like could nobody beat him.
That's true. Yeah, if he had a McCaffrey or IU, yeah,
He's got Pacheco, but let's face it, Pacheco is not
he ain't McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, I agree.
And on any given day, you know, Kelsey and Kittles can be interchanged. Like I don't think either team would be upset with that to have either one. I think
Kittle block better.
Kittle blocks a whole lot better, and
Yeah,
Kelsey's a little bit better in the passing game. But if you switch them out, wouldn't either team wouldn't be disappointed?
yeah.
And then you got a Debo. I mean, honestly, bro, it'd be unfair if Patrick Mahomes had those type of weapons. So I'm not saying we need to make a whole bunch of moves, or we need to come back next year and really want it and try to stay healthy. Um, all night they couldn't block Bosa.
Yeah, they
Like I
couldn't.
went back and watched both, but Bosa was getting held pretty much every play, bro. Even the plays he got back there, he was getting held. Um, Chase Young actually played pretty well.
The
I mean,
the critics was on him, but he played
yeah,
good.
and him and Randy Gregory. I mean, they could not block the defense.
Hmm.
Where they got with us was in the secondary. We've got to address the secondary. Huff will be back.
Yeah,
I heard Huff's rehab's going real well. He'll be back. We got to get another corner on the other side of Award.
Lenore, he ain't no good.
Yeah, Lenore's. I don't know what's he might be decent in the slot. I don't know, but Billy's asking what kind of do rag you got on.
Oh, that's that Boomer Sooner. You can't see that. That's that OU
Ah
special,
man,
man.
don't nobody want
That's that Boomer Sooner, baby.
to man. This nigga talking about Nebraska. We ain't talking about college football right now, Si. Larry Abram has a big move in the offseason.
Listen,
We have in the past. I don't see a corner. Ain't Kansas City one of their corners up for free agents?
Sneed is.
I could see us maybe trying to make a move for him. We need a corner.
Yeah, Sneed's a free agent, and Jones is too. The Chris
Yeah,
Jones.
yeah, yeah. So I could see us maybe. Chris Jones said he's coming back regardless. I
Okay,
don't know
okay.
if that's talk, but that was at the parade. Speaking of the parade, man, tragic events happen. I don't know how many people were hurt, but prayers to those families that happened at the parade, man.
Said 22 people hurt, one died.
Yeah, one of them was a DJ.
Okay.
Uh, DJ at a radio station. So um, it's crazy. Yeah, he's saying Mike saying they paying Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They got to write a big check.
They got to write a big check
I'm
for him.
thinking 3 years, 100 million,
He should be highest paid DT.
70 up front. 70 guaranteed is what I'm thinking. 3 years, 100 million is what I would say. Um, Heath is saying he'd rather play Sneed.
Okay.
Um, I can see that too.
Sneed a good corner, man.
I can see that too. I think y'all have the best secondary in the league. No doubt about that. It was no separation. The only dude that was really getting separation was Jennings, and Jennings knows how to use his body.
He's long.
Uh, yeah, so he was the only one that was really getting decent separation. Y'all DBs was there all night. We went deep one time on third down to Debo, and Debo usually comes down with that. And this man to man, hell of a play, might have been the play of the game.
Yeah,
You know,
McKinnon like that, man.
yeah. So I'd say Kansas City had the best secondary I've seen all year. And they're young, so they're only gonna get better. You know, Deion Bush from the U. You know, they got some guys. You know, that out there that was out there in coverage. You know, and um, I can't do nothing but take my hats off to Kansas City, man. You know, they they the world champs until somebody beat them. You know, you go back to back, you bad boy. You know, I told everybody before the playoffs started, I said Kansas City gonna get hot, bro.
You
You
did
know,
say that. I
they
give
they
your
played
props on
bad.
that.
They played bad a few games, but I knew I could just see them getting hot. Like, you know, they the ball didn't bounce right for them a couple of games. But you can't never count the champ out. And kicking that field goal at the end of the game was just, you know, I knew it was over. I didn't even really want to watch that last drive because I knew it was over. Um, what did you
So,
think, Bubba?
man, for the most part, man, San Francisco played a great game. Like, I think
Yeah,
Rock played the best he's ever played, like in that game, you know.
yeah,
And it really just came down to execution. And when it come down to them third downs, that's whenever y'all didn't execute that good on them third downs.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
just it. And
Uh,
and that punt, you know, that McLeod was on, you know, and he called him Peter
Yeah,
and it hit, but that's big. So basically you was getting the ball back
yeah,
with the lead, 6-10. And then you just turn around and give it right back to Patty. That's stuff like that, man. You can't win like that.
and we had just got an interception earlier and
You
didn't do
just got an
nothing.
interception. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
and so yeah, man, stuff like that, man. It's just you know, y'all been there, man. You know, so you know, Shanahan to get one, man. I think he's like I said, he's top three coach, top one, two. You know, y'all got all the players, man. You know, y'all gonna be right back, man. You know, um,
mm,
my boy, man, he's a 49er fan I work with, man. Shout out to my boy Cato, and you know he showed me the video, man. It was some holding calls. I ain't even gonna lie. He showed it to me on third down, and I was like, oh, I said, okay, I see what you're talking about, man. You know, so, but you know, that's you know how the game go, man.
yeah.
So it is what it is. But if you had to pick right now, who do you think is a favorite for 59 to appear in Super Bowl 59?
I'm gonna say my Niners and Kansas City again.
Okay, I mean
I mean, but
that's what my
honestly,
boy said.
honestly, my Niners gonna have a tougher road because it's a lot of teams that's just gonna be better, bro. The
Yeah,
Lions is gonna be better. Y'all gonna be the Rams are gonna be better. Um, I like what what ain't nobody gonna talk about them, but I think Washington Commanders are gonna be a team that no one's gonna really want to play.
no
I think Dan
Cowboys.
Dan Dan Quinn, man, I I'm done really talking about them, bro. The only really good player they got is CD Lamb.
CD, that's it,
That's
man.
all they really got. Like he's
That's
their
it.
best player. Like he's the only player. He's the only player on the Cowboys that I would put on my team that I can say he could play for us.
They rank my
They
boy
running backs can't play for us. They
Pollard's
tight ends
gone.
can't play for us. None of the next day receivers, none of they linemen. Like, am I gonna take one of they linemen over Trent Williams? Am
Hey,
I gonna take the, their defense? I take
Parsons. Parsons
Parsons,
like that. Yeah,
but honestly, I'm not taking Parsons over Bosa. You feel what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel
am I
that.
gonna take one of their linebackers over Warner? I mean, let's just being
Greenlaw, healthy
real. Yeah,
Greenlaw.
like healthy Green. Like, no, you know. So I'm not even gonna really mention them no more because they
Okay,
gotta
I ain't gonna
prove to
bring them
me.
up no more, man.
They gotta prove to me that they're capable of being mentioned. Like,
Okay.
like it was teams in the playoffs. Like, even though y'all lost. Y'all could have easily won,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, that's true.
Easily won y'all's game. Y'all wasn't supposed to be in the play. Them is the kind of teams that, to me, are like when you overachieve. I'm gonna give you your props. I said it back in the towards the end of
You,
the season. I said if
you,
y'all win this game, y'all was going to the playoffs.
yep, that was against New Orleans.
Yeah, I said y'all win this game, y'all going to the playoffs. Y'all won. Y'all went to Detroit, who proved to be almost Super Bowl worthy, and
Yep,
y'all gave them everything they asked for at home.
yep,
So them is the kind of teams next year that's young that I feel like is building towards something. You know what I'm saying? Silas asks what San Francisco players will follow Steve Wilks out the door. Nobody that starts because
Whip,
everybody's under contract.
Whips ain't going nowhere either. Shit, he going to the
Yeah,
couch. So
yeah. Honestly, Dallas should be trying to hire him.
that they already hired Zimmer, but I mean,
Oh
Whip,
yeah, they did hire
they
Zimmer.
hired Zimmer, but Whips can bring something though that they
Yeah,
might need. I don't know. You know,
yeah. Um,
I think
and
Whips he'll find a landing spot though.
yeah, I hope so too. I really like Wilkes. Like, um, and Zev saying, you can't stop talking about America's team. I'm done.
Big
I'm done. I've
Dion.
said what I had to
You,
say. Uh, Big D, so I don't know why I said Zeb. I thought it was his
his
son, but
son, look, yeah,
little Zeb. But yeah, Dion. I mean, I'm gonna pray for y'all, man, because like while we losing Super Bowls and people are laughing, y'all can't even get to a Super Bowl. Y'all can't even get to it's
mm.
been since the '90s since y'all been in NFC Championship. Like we're talking about teams that can contend. If you not, you know, if you're not making it to like you okay, that's cool. You won a division, but you gotta do like what Bubba say. Do something when you get there.
Gotta do
You
something.
gotta get to a NFC. If you're not even in an NFC championship, that means you're not even one of the top four teams in the NFL.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get there first. And crawl before you can walk. Before y'all even get to thinking about talking about Super Bowl, that's the craziest delusional part of their fandom is that they get to talking Super Bowl and they beat them beat Carolina.
They
You
didn't
know
even
what
beat.
I
They
mean?
didn't
And we
even beat
go
Arizona.
we going to the Super Bowl. Y'all just beat Carolina, man. Come on, man. So you won't hear me talk about the Cowboys anymore. They're not like I look at it like this. In our division, we have Seattle who's good. We have the Rams who's good. That's who we need to be focused on. Our division first, right? So then I'm gonna go to the next best teams. Philly's gonna be better.
Yeah,
Philly's gonna be better. The Lions
yeah.
and the Packers.
Packers is gonna be
So I
nice.
just named the teams that I feel like, and I said the Commanders out of y'all's division. I'm not worried about a team that's probably the eighth best team in the NFC.
They about eighth.
That's where I would put them. I I won't. I don't put them better than y'all. I don't put them better than the Packers. I don't put them better than the Lions. I think the Eagles, when they're healthy and playing right, I
I,
think they're better.
I think Kellen Moore have them better on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
You know, he
yeah.
gonna
So
see if Hurts can really throw the ball. I mean, that's
yeah,
big. You know,
yeah. So um, I would say they're about the eighth best team in the NFC. So I mean, only the top seven, top seven make the playoffs. So you know, I think
so
they got
that's
some soul searching to do. So
that.
you won't hear me mention them no more. You
I
know.
think I don't know. It come down to Dak, man. I don't know if Dak's it though. That's the thing.
He talking about if they get there, they win, but you
You
can't
gotta
get
get
there.
there. You gotta
You
get there,
cannot get
Dion. Come on,
there.
Dion. You know that.
We love you, Big D, but you
You
can't
you
get
gotta get
there.
there,
You
man.
gotta get there first.
Y'all got beat by what, 30 something point? Nah, it was ugly, but y'all gotta get there, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
hey, in the way y'all jumped on the 49ers for losing the Super Bowl, man, that was piss poor, man. that
I
that was
knew it was coming though. I knew it was coming.
that was piss
I knew
poor,
it was
man.
coming, boy. They was like they was so hyped. They was so
Man, I
these
thought they
fans.
won the goddamn Super Bowl.
Oh Lord, you hear me?
God
You
damn.
hear
I
me?
look up and I got third. My Uncle Shabo done made 80 posts. I seen saw he called you 10 times.
Yeah,
I seen
yeah.
every
He was
Cowboy
calling me
fan
while we
was.
was doing the show.
I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah,
I thought some of them was gonna be, yeah, they just happy they lost, but damn, like
yeah.
Cowboy fans was going crazy. I said, man, if they beat y'all in the NFC Championship or something like that, and y'all okay, you can maybe talk a little bit, but you didn't even get past the first round and you popping.
Ah man. It
Come
got
on,
embarrassed,
man.
like it got embarrassed at home at that. Like
At
that was
home.
probably the most embarrassing loss of the playoffs.
Shout out to the Packers and my boy B Rich, man.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to the Packers. I feel like the Packers are the young them and the Lions. I feel like and y'all like them are three young, young gun teams out there. I would say I would get the slight edge to the Lions right now,
Yeah.
but y'all gave them all y'all could want. I think that didn't they split with the Packers, or did they beat the
No.
Packers both times?
I think the Packers beat them, so I think they might have split. I'm not for sure on
Yeah,
that.
but
I
I mean it's
know.
right there neck and neck
Yeah, I
for
know the
that
Packers.
for me to say one of these teams is the second best team in the NFC.
Yeah,
Um, and it easily could be number one. Who
yeah.
knows how next season's gonna go? That's the
I'm.
thing about football. Injuries,
Yeah,
a whole lot of shit can happen. I think the 49ers peaked early in the season because they had to. They had some really tough games, some really tough matchups. Philly, Dallas, teams that people thought were Super Bowl contenders that ended up being pretenders. So I think the 49ers peaked a little early, and sometimes that can affect your team. But it was some teams that got real hot late. The Packers, the Lions, the y'all.
yeah, yeah,
I fully think if y'all would have beat them, I think y'all turn around the next week
yeah. We
and
beat
probably
Tampa.
win and win.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
We
and
beating
win
Tampa,
to where y'all and y'all
and
played us pretty well.
we're coming to y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
so I take nothing away from the Rams. Silas says Dre Greenlaw had successful surgery on his Achilles tendon. That's
yeah.
great. You know what I'm saying?
That's still a long
Hold on, he
process.
said Jason and Luciani still ain't paid him.
Oh man, that's
Oh
oh man.
man, we gotta put them on
Oh
blast. Where y'all
man.
money at, man?
Yeah, man.
Where
Hey,
y'all money? Now y'all can't be ass betting
yeah,
now.
man.
See,
Money on the
see,
wood.
money
Come
on the
on now.
wood, like JB say.
Come on now,
JB
man.
always used to say, "Money on the wood make the gambling good." You
Oh
feel what I'm
man.
saying?
Sci-fi, tell them cats to pay
Tell him.
you, man.
Oh,
Shit.
and he said, "And Leroy." Oh man.
Oh man, not my boy Lee. Hey, he out here exposing people, man. Ah, that's crazy.
Oh shit, they ain't paying it, man. Y'all better go pay Sci-Fi,
Hey,
man.
man. Hey, Sci-Fi. Hey, it be a week, man. They gotta pay double.
Yeah, yeah. You supposed to pay. See, I bet a
That,
couple.
hey,
I let a couple people get a bet on me, and I don't usually bet on my team. But after the game, as soon as that touchdown, I got the cash having them. I sent them their
yeah,
money. You know what
yeah.
I'm
That's
saying?
how, like, like,
Sent them
like,
their
like,
money. You know what I'm saying?
Like my boy Big A and Woody say, you a bad payer.
Yeah, bad payer, man. Imagine the Chicago Bulls fans saying this their year every year. Al, come on, Al.
Oh man,
He talking
chill,
about
man.
he talking about two Butch checking in. Appreciate you, Butch, man, for always
Butch.
checking in. That's my dog, bro. Butch. And Dion says same old 49ers. Well, the thing about it is we can be the same old 49ers, but y'all just the washed up Cowboys, man. I'm done talking to y'all. Like y'all gotta prove to me that y'all on our level. You know, the Rams proved to me they on our level. The Lions proved to me on there. The Packers proved to me they on our level, and the Chiefs proved they on our level. So those teams that I just named is the fans that I go back and forth with. I'm not going back and forth with y'all no more. It's like going back and forth with a college team. Like we supposed to beat y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we've been on this 49ers kick. We still got some stuff we need to get to. But you know, that was really good, you know, really good. Let's get to uh let's get to All-Star weekend.
Yes, sir.
And I was looking at some things. We got the skills competition,
Yep.
skills challenge. Um, you know, team top. I'm looking at it right now. Uh, I always like to watch their skills.
Yeah,
It's
they got
always
three
kind
three
of
players
exciting.
from the same city. I like that with the
Yeah,
girls
team
in it.
top
Yep.
picks,
Yep.
team Pacers, and then they got team All Stars. Trey Young is on the team All Stars. I hate that Trey Young is not hasn't been like Trey
Yeah.
Young is an All Star,
He's all star.
and he's been an All Star for the past 3 years.
Yes.
That I can say, and it's crazy to me that he hasn't played in the All Star game yet. He has the fandom. I, I don't really know what's going on. I seen a deal where he had more votes than um, some guys that got in. I guess it came down to the coach. I don't know how they do their shit, but
Yeah.
Trey Young's an All Star, bro.
I,
They
I got I
they hating
got
on Trey.
I got him winning the 3 point contest.
Yeah,
I think he shows up, and a sleeper
yeah,
could be Halliburton. He has an ugly shot to me, but man, he be
yeah,
hitting them things. So and he's at home. So
yeah.
but
They
but I would
got they got
they got some good. They got a good.
Brunson, Malik
Yep.
Beasley, Damon Lillard. I like Damon Lillard.
Dame could
I
go
like I
crazy.
like Damon Lillard. I like
Yep.
Lillard.
And another cat that's a sleeper is Lori from Utah. He can hit that white boy can shoot.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I don't see him on the list, bro.
I thought Lori was on there from Utah.
I don't see him. I see the participants. I'm looking at the participants right now. We got Malik Beasley, Jalen Brunson. Oh yeah, Lori
Yeah.
Mark.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he can shoot, man. So,
yeah.
but I'm taking Trey, man. I'm taking Boomer
You
Sooner,
taking
man.
Trey in the 3 point contest?
I'm
I'm
taking
gonna
my
take
boy.
Dame Lillard. I'm
Okay,
gonna take
okay.
Dame Lillard.
I
I,
like
I,
that.
I I'm gonna
I'm not
take
mad
Dame
at that.
Lillard. I think it's gonna be Lillard time. I like that he's still a superstar and
And
still competing.
participating,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's dope
I
because
like that
back
too.
when I was coming up, Jordan
Nick,
and
them niggas
all them
participated.
they
Yep,
participated. When I was watching as a kid, Jordan was in the dunk contest. You
yep,
know, Larry Bird was in the 3 point contest. You had to take it from Bird. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like Bird wasn't gonna just give that up. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Carl Anthony Towns is in it. I like Lillard.
I think
I like
he's
Lillard.
the winner from last year, right? It's Cat, right?
Huh? Yeah,
I,
Cat won it last year.
yeah.
The dunk contest, it could be interesting. Jalen Brown,
I seen that. I
Jaquez
seen.
Jr., Mac McClung,
I think the
Jacob
white.
Toppin.
I think the white boy just like that though, boy.
Yeah, he is. He really
That's
is
who
like
I got
that.
winning from
He
Orlando is
really,
the
he
white boy
really
in
is
me, man.
like that. He really is like that. Uh, he really is like that. So, um, I would say, um, I'm gonna take Toppin.
Toppin, I was thinking Toppin too, but I just think that I think Mac is like that, man.
Yeah, yeah. Who do you who do you like as an All Star Game MVP?
All Star Game MVP,
Yeah,
man. I could be biased, but I'm gonna keep it at home, man. I'm gonna say SGA.
SGA. That's a
I'm
good pick. That's
I'm
a
gonna
good
say I'm
pick.
gonna say SGA.
That's a good pick.
I'm glad they're going back East and West too, not just everybody
Yeah,
versus everybody.
yeah. That
I,
I never really got into that. You know, when they was
yeah,
picking the teams, it
picking
was
picking the
cool when they
team. Yeah,
picked the teams, but I mean, I think that was good for 1 year and only. I'm gonna take. I like your boy Anthony Edwards for my MVP.
hey man, Ant like that.
I
So
like
yeah,
Anthony Edwards as my MVP. Let's go to some let's go to some comments. Uh hold on. Let me pull them up. We got it quite a bit. Silas is saying Mac Miller dunk champ. Mac McClung, he mean.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
Mike McClung. Uh where's Kendrick cooking stuffing? Hunter Williams. Oh shit. I think he's overlooked because the team's so bad. Yeah. I could say that too. Yeah. Jalen Brunson wins the 3-point
Jalen,
contest. Shouts
Jay,
out to Silas, man.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Silas do know his shit. You
He
know,
know
he,
he
he
for
talk a lot
sure.
of shit, but he know his shit. You
Yup,
know what I'm
yup.
saying?
Hey,
He like
Bronson been
SGA. He like SGA.
SGA,
He like
SGA.
SGA.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, Bussier, yeah, Rising Stars. I don't see that on my list of stuff on
That
here.
should be tomorrow, ain't it?
The Rising Stars is Friday night.
Friday night. Yes, what I said. So that's tomorrow night.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got the rookies and the
yeah,
sophomores. So Shed
yeah,
and
yeah,
Wimby and all them cats.
yeah. So
Br-
they got uh the Rising Stars is a mini tournament consisting of 4 teams and 3 games. 21 NBA players and 7 NBA G League players. Players drafted onto 7 player teams. G League players comprise 4 teams. Honorary coaches are Tamika Catchings, Paul Gasol, Jalen Rose, and Detlef Shrimp. Games to be played, the final target of 40 in semis and 25 in the finals. So I guess they're gonna get out there and play the 40
okay.
both games, and then the winners play each other. So
Okay.
it's
Okay.
some team powers. Victor Wimby, I always say his name right. Brandon Miller, he got a squad.
Brandon Miller
Mason
been hooping.
Wallace, yeah, he got a squad. Wow, Paul Powell got a squad. Team Jalen is Chet. Chet's on there, and Jalen Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He's got
J-
a pretty good squad too.
Jalen Williams been in his bag for the Thunder,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, he had been. He had been. He's a guy that I really like. Keontae George, Team Tamika. It's some names out there. Scoot Henderson.
Scoot ain't did nothing, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying he might do something this game.
I mean, this might be a breakout for him. You know, I could
Yeah.
tell he don't just look comfortable, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he said Edwards is a monster. Your mom
Edwards is.
saying hello.
What's
Your
up,
mom
mama?
saying hello. What's up,
Shout
sis?
out to my mama, man. She the one that got the do rags made for
Yeah,
me, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Chet Rising Stars. Silas is really excited. I know he's excited about NBA, you know, All Star weekend.
Man, them cats was comparing Ant. They said to the '84 Jordan. That's how nasty Ant is, and I'm just like, man, the comparing that to '84 MJ, man, I mean, I like Ant, but man, that's just that's a bold statement, and this came from Kevin Garnett and them boys, Paul Pierce and them.
yeah.
So I mean, the boy is like that, but man, I mean, sci-fi, what you think? Is that a good comparison, or is that just a too bold of a statement to compare him to an '84 Jordan? You know, I want to see what you think about that, because them boys were saying that, and I watched Ant live at the Thunder game, and I love his game, but to say that, man, I don't know. That's tough. So
Yeah. Um. I. You know, I don't really know. I'm just glad that the All Star game is here.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
exciting.
I'm glad I can finally. It seemed like it's hitting right at the right time
It
because
is.
you can get
Yeah.
into basketball.
Yep.
You know, you can get caught up on what's been going on. I've been watching a lot more college basketball this year than NBA. I know the Lakers got had a really good streak going on. I think they 6-1 or 7-1 in their last 8. So I keep try to keep up with my team. But All Star Weekend used to always be, you know,
It's exciting.
and I seen some of the, speaking of, what you do with the shoes and what I used to do with the shoes. I seen some All Star Weekend shoes that kind of, them the bronzes kind of, if I was still collecting like I used to, I might
Yeah.
buy them LeBrons. I've had some weekends, All Star weekends where I caught the Kyries, the
Mm-hmm.
the Kobe's, the LeBrons, and the KDs. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all four pair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it was a Kyrie that came out one All Star game that might have been the best pair of Kyrie that ever came out, and I ain't never seen nobody else with them.
Yeah.
I lucked out. I got the Kobe's that day. I got the LeBrons and the KD. All four All Stars. It was when they played in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I seen them drop some.
That's
I
back
mean,
when that's
they
back
need
when
to
shoes
start
was hard to
doing.
get.
They need to start back doing it like that. Like
Yeah.
that the All Star game was used to be when Jordan brought out the new Jordan.
Yeah. That's when he released for the second half of the season. That's when they
Yeah,
would
you
bring
know what I'm
out that
saying.
next one.
Yeah, so Jordan used to come out with his new Jordan, so I think they need to go back to that kind of.
I would like that.
You
That'll
know
be
what I'm
hard.
saying? Yeah. So they were saying that Golden State made a run. It's past the trade deadline, so it can't happen this year. LeBron does have a opt out clause. I think I don't see it happening. Uh, I do see him maybe going to a team that drafts his son. And I don't, and it's got to be the right team. But I don't. He can't go to Golden State this year. That was just some due diligence. I think Golden State was doing. The
Have have
trade
you have,
deadline.
have you seen Bronny play? And I ain't heard no buzz.
I ain't really heard no buzz either. You know, I didn't really think out of high school he was
He was ready.
like that.
Yeah.
You know, I seen some kids that were coming out of high school that I thought was better than him, but they just wasn't LeBron James' son.
Facts.
Um, but no shouts out to Bronny. He probably will get drafted.
Yeah.
Just on potential.
Yeah.
So shouts out to Bronny. But I'm excited for NBA All Star Weekend. You know, one of the other things we wanted to talk about since we've talked about All Star Weekend, the NFL Draft um, coming up.
April right around the corner.
Yeah, and I've uh, I've looked. I'm still intrigued on what Chicago's gonna do. Because if I'm Chicago,
I'm
I I
passing that.
I don't salvage my season to draft Caleb Williams. I
A,
don't do it.
a person that said they
And
don't
I
want to
like
play for
Caleb.
your team.
Yeah, I
He
like
straight said he
Caleb.
didn't want to play for him, and I like
Yeah,
Caleb too, but I'm not drafting no kid that verbally said I'll play another year of college before I get drafted to the Bears. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro, I don't want you on my team. I'm gonna trade that pick, get me some more picks, keep Justin Fields, and build around him.
yeah. And
And
Justin Fields seems to like to be in Chicago.
he likes Chi-Town.
I just think it's a win-win situation for him. Um,
I am hoping that Kool-Aid McKenzie kid can fall to us in the in the first round. Because we picking at like 21. I'm kind of hoping that he could fall
you
that
think he can
far.
fall that far?
I'm hoping so, man. But if he fall, I don't know. I don't think he makes it. There's another kid they saying this kid out of Iowa supposed to be the best corner. White boy supposed to be hard,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
hard. I had to go look him up. He's hard for real.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. And Iowa had one of the better defenses
they
in
did.
college football.
They did.
And usually a good defense starts off either with pass
With
rush or
corners.
secondary.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
so um, I don't think Kool Aid makes it out that top 10. Uh,
You right. I don't think he
I
does
don't
either.
think he makes it out of
I
that
don't think
top
he
10.
makes
I mean, corners
high
corners are usually
commodity.
yeah, a hot commodity, especially after seeing this last draft. The the drafts in April
Yeah.
actually
In Detroit.
um in Detroit. So got the Bears, Washington at 2. I don't take Drake May if I'm Washington either,
Mm-mm.
because you took the quarterback from North Carolina. What's in the How?
Yep.
He was there before Drake May, and everybody was saying that he was so he's obviously not. And then he'll carry a clipboard for a while in the NFL, and he'll start some games, but he's not a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
I would say Washington might trade down and try to get a Daniels, or I even like Bo Nix for them. I would
Yeah.
take Bo right now. I think Drake May has to go, and Drake May's nice. Like, don't get me wrong, if he's got to go to the right offense. I would like to see Drake May maybe in New York.
Yeah. That'd
I
be
don't know if
nice.
the Titans is in for a quarterback. I think they like what Will Levis brought to their team.
Yeah.
I don't know if they draft a quarterback. The
Tannehill's
Falcons are
gone.
sitting at 8 with needing the quarterback. Um, I think they might try to go after Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Penix. I mean, if I'm sitting in the mid to late round, first round, and Penix is sitting there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend that pick on Penix and groom him.
I'll take Penix and let him sit behind Stafford. I wouldn't even be mad at that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, y'all sitting at 19.
19. I thought it was 21. Okay,
Yeah, y'all
19.
sitting at 19, pick 19. So Kool Aid could maybe fall to y'all at 19.
We need a corner, so we can if we can steal Kool-Aid, I would like that because we need a
Yeah,
corner.
yeah. So it's some teams out there with a whole lot of needs, but don't have a whole lot of picks.
Right, right.
I mean, but I think Chicago could control the draft with having two first round picks in the top 10. Uh,
Arizona too.
I would trade down and try to get a Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, yeah.
Try to trade down and also salvage my season for next year. You
Mm-hmm.
probably get another number one. You got a number one from trading down last year.
Yeah. I think Caleb is going to Washington. You got Kingsbury now. Kingsbury offense. You gotta have a quarterback,
Yeah,
and Caleb being under Lincoln and Kingsbury running the same style of offense like Kingsbury is a no brainer to me. It's the
yeah,
same. It's the same shit.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
I can see that happening where they trade that pick and get him another first round and they go get Caleb at Washington
yeah,
and he's from DC.
yeah. So
So
I mean, it all points to them getting him.
it all points
Um,
to Caleb to me.
if I'm Washington, I'm calling Chicago to see what it takes
Yeah,
to us to get up to that spot.
yeah,
You pick 2. we swap picks. Um, I don't give him a whole bunch of number ones though.
No,
I know I
no,
wouldn't do that.
no.
I might give him a two next year.
Yeah, something like that.
But if I'm Washington, if I'm Washington, I try to get if they're gonna take Caleb Williams, then I'm gonna feel like we winning by getting Fields.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it's
yeah.
some teams out there that's hoping that Fields comes available. In the right offense. So yeah. Shouts out to Cliff. That's what Silas is saying. Shouts out, congrats to Cliff. Yeah. Um, but yeah, Billy Kozat's talking. We'll talk about the NCAA game. Yeah, we had asked who would be good on the cover. I took Daniels. I can't think of who
I,
you
I,
took.
I said Harrison, and I was like, damn, I forgot he going pro. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it was Corum because I
yeah,
said, yeah, he just won the ship. Might as well,
yeah,
put a Michigan guy on there.
yeah, yeah. So you know, college football, man, it was a great year. I'm glad we're gonna get to see some guys get drafted. I like to see guys, coming to the NFL and see what type of career they're gonna have. There was some guys. It's always, you know, 10 to 30 guys that get drafted and they get to the NFL, and you're like, damn, like he wasn't like that in college. He wasn't like that in
Hmm.
high school, but he get to the league and he does some damage. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so um, shouts out to all the guys that'll be getting their name called soon.
Yeah,
As we getting close to winding down the show, bro. We had a segment where we talked about what is Bubba wearing today.
yeah,
So I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing today. Let me take my shoe off. I got on these
yeah.
the Kanye,
And I still ain't got a pair. I need them.
and they are so comfortable, man. I wore them to work today. Um, they're probably my most comfortable shoe that I've got. Is
Yeah.
these Kanye's 350s.
You been telling me to get on it, so I
Yeah,
gotta get me a
they're
pair of
they're they're
Yeezys.
so they're so good on your feet, man. They like people talk a lot of shit about Kanye, but
Yeah.
uh, this is what I was wearing today. Was my
Okay.
Kanye. So
Uh, I didn't get to wear my shoes today because, of course, I'm at work. I gotta have the steel
yeah,
toes on. But
yeah.
I'm gonna show you something that I still haven't wore, and I'm about to wear this weekend for one of my homeboys' weddings, and it's time to wear them. But I'm gonna finally wear my Concord 11s.
Mm, yeah.
Never been. I stuck my foot in
Show
them.
them a little bit better so people can.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, I
yeah,
I ain't never wore them yet. They 2018 release. You know, and real
yeah,
sneakerheads. My boy like Mike Carter get on here.
yeah,
You got to keep that receipt. So
yeah,
can't
yeah,
nobody tell you got no fugazis.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
so you got to keep that paper, man, because
Yeah,
some
Mike tapped in too. He said, "Oh,
yeah.
this is definitely my segment."
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm a finally wear them. I ain't never wore them. I bought
yeah,
them, and I bought my daughter a pair before she was even born. And I said, I'm gonna wear these when my baby could wear hers.
yeah,
Still ain't never worn them yet. So
yeah, yeah,
but man, me being a sneakerhead, real sneakerheads like y'all know what's up.
yeah,
I gotta start wearing my shoes.
yeah,
So
yeah. You got to. That's where I got to where I think I probably got about 30 pair that I haven't wore yet, but I
yeah,
had more than that.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
got to where I've wore, and some I've just wore one time and just put them back in the box just to say I wore them. But yeah, you got to start wearing them. Steven saying he wore his steel toes today.
Man, them steel toes a bad boy,
Barbershop
man.
fit. Barbershop fit is ones. Uh, Silas said all he wears is one mids.
The
Uh,
ones is very popular now,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
The
yeah.
colors
They
and all that. I got
yeah,
a couple of them.
yeah. Anthony saying better get to George's tomorrow grand opening. Shouts out to George's. We didn't have a sponsor this week,
Okay.
but we still gonna do our thing with or without a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? We gonna
Man,
do our thing.
show don't
You know,
stop.
yeah, don't nothing stop it. You know what I'm saying? But this is a segment I think that really can be big.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, back when I was in my prime of buying shoes, I knew you. It was a few other guys, Woody, Sheldon,
Mm-hmm.
Jay. It was a few guys that I knew that was really collecting shoes. My homeboy L, he's got a crazy shoe collection. I know Vince
Buddy,
Davis.
buddy,
You know what I'm saying, Buddy. You know
buddy
what I'm
got a
saying,
crazy collection. Yeah.
Mike, it's some guys out there that really got a crazy shoe collection. I always forget her name. She's Deanna's mama. She works at Walmart. She's a female with a crazy, crazy shoe game. Also, dang, sometimes I'll be, my train of thought be bad, but her son played on my little football team. Her shoe game is crazy
I
too.
know who you talking about now. I just can't
Yeah,
think of her name
yeah.
either.
Her and her man, they cool as
Yep,
fuck
yep,
too,
yep.
man.
Ain't is it
I,
Alicia?
it, Alicia,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah. Alicia, her shoe game's crazy.
I don't know her personally, but yeah, she
Yeah,
all when
yeah.
I talk about some shoes or post something, she
Her
always
shoe
hit
game's
me. Yeah,
crazy. Um, it's a few people out there that's
yeah.
really, shoe game is really
It's
up there.
it's
So
hard to let go, man. I say
yeah,
I'm done, and then shit, something
yeah.
else will come up, and I'll be like, damn, like them 17s. I'm
Sheldon,
like,
Sheldon, Sheldon Wilson got this.
he do,
Sheldon got the
he
shoe
do,
collection.
he do.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will vouch for that. He really do.
yeah,
So
yeah. And Mike say he got some stuff that'll make y'all. Oh,
he don't,
well, we
don't
gonna have you on, Mike. We gonna
don't
have
do
you
that,
on.
Mike. I
You
like
know what I'm
to I
saying?
like that, man. We go, hey, I
Yeah,
gotta see what you got, dog.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I know
So
Mike do. We in a shoe group together, and he got that
yeah,
heat. I know he do.
yeah, yeah. So. Shouts out to both of y'all. Shouts out to everybody doing their thing. He's gonna ask LeBron or Jordans. It's Jordans all day. I've
Jordans
got
all
quite
day.
a few pair of LeBrons. I'd say maybe I got about 15 pair of LeBrons, and every pair that I got, it seems like it hurts me in the toe.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried a bigger size to see, and it's still like it hurts in the toe. Like I don't know what it
Mm-hmm.
is about LeBrons. I like them. It's something that I like. I haven't really been too fond of the ones that came out lately, but there's some LeBrons. I got a pair of LeBron the the all black when he had the Air Max bubble on all the way on the bottom of his shoe. I think they was like the nines or something. Right when
Um,
he went to right when he
Miami.
went to Miami, I
Yeah,
got a pair of all black joints,
I
man. Them
know what
motherfuckers
you're talking about.
fire.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They need to re-release them
yeah.
for sure. But I'd say Jordans. I don't even think it's a
Close.
comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like I would go Kobe. Kobe probably has a closer collection. Jordan is the best. Jordan is gonna be the best when it comes to shoes. But I would say Kobe's got a way better collection to me than
Then
LeBron.
LeBron. Yeah, I
You
agree
know.
with that.
And KD might have a better shoe collection. His
KD slept
KD's
on.
yeah, his shit is slip on. Like I got quite a few pairs of KDs, and them fours KD fours dropped today. Them Galaxy KD fours they
Hmm.
sold out in seconds.
Yeah, it's hard to get shoes, man. They
Yeah,
be on them, man. You gotta get how
yeah,
you sneaker
yeah.
app, how your card
Big
updated,
Nuck
be
did.
ready, man.
Big Nuck did. Shout RP Nuck. He had the shoe game. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did too. He
He
kept him
did.
something.
Yeah, the pump up. I got a pair. I'll show sometime, but I got a pair of pumps, the
Never had a
Shaq
pair of
pumps.
those.
I got
I
a pair of the Laker color Shaq pumps.
I do want. I ain't gonna lie, man. They got them low. What's the dude name, man? For the he was back at the Supersonics. Damn, not Gary Payton, but the
Oh,
other
you talking
cat.
about Sean Kemp?
Man, then we got them low Sean Kemps or something vicious right
Yeah,
now, man.
yeah. Them kamikazes.
Them kamikazes, man. Some we was hooping yesterday.
Yeah,
Buddy had them
yeah,
on in the hoop
yeah,
session. I said, bro, I gotta get them.
yeah,
Gotta get them. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
next. I gotta give me some kamikazes for sure.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the Barclays. Yeah, they did. I didn't see them when they came out, but they did come back out. Barkley had a nice little run with Nike. Barkley
Yeah.
did.
Barkley,
Uh,
they
yeah.
nice. They look heavy though. That's why I never
I
messed
I've
with them.
had a few pair and they were a little bit lighter than they looked.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a few pair of Barclays. The one with the strap across them, I don't know because I don't really know what model
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Barclays
yeah,
was, but the one with the strap across them was one of my favorites. It's probably one of the most iconic shoes that Nike ever made.
yeah,
Is those Barclays. Uh, you know, but shouts out to all the shoe guys. We may need to do a show where we have all guys bring out a pair of their favorite shoes and stuff.
yeah. I'm with that.
Shoes is all a part of. We ain't just a sports podcast. We a life podcast. And so that's why I kind of wanted to do this segment. What is Bubba wearing? And I also have some heat, with me, these weeks to come, to end the show.
I might have to do a short, man, on Saturday when I step out if we got time and let me show you what I'm really wearing. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, put that shit on, like they say, like the
man.
kids say,
You
put that
know,
shit on. You know what
let me
I'm saying?
put my stuff on, man.
Yeah, yeah, put your stuff on. Yeah, yeah. So no doubt, man. We've been going for a little over an hour, man. Appreciate you, man. Shouts out to Kendrick. You
Yep.
always gonna be a fat dude. You're not here with us tonight, but you always with us regardless. So um appreciate you, bro. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? I'm gonna sign out.
Yep.
Thank y'all, everybody that tuned in. Make sure you liking and sharing our statuses, liking our Facebook page, our Twitter page. We're on Spotify. We're about to all 11 episodes will be on Apple Music next week. So everything's good. Hold on. Regina saying hello, fellas. She always taps into us. Thank you, Miss Regina.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
yeah, gotta tap out, bros. Keep doing it. Keep doing it up.
Appreciate
Bush,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody, Billy, everybody that tapped in, Silas
Appreciate
tonight.
all
You know what
y'all,
I'm
man.
saying?
Appreciate
Big
it.
D, everybody. Larry, everybody that tapped in, Mike. Everybody that tapped in. God bless you too, sis. Your mama
Love
said
you.
God bless you. So
Love you.
all right,
Love you,
all right,
mama.
bro. All right, man. Much love, fam.
All right, man. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Later.